This is what you might have missed on BCSN's Sports Nightly. Time for another edition of Football Focus, and we welcome in the Waite Indians head coach Dan Chipka and junior quarterback and cornerback Ronnie Sanders. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us. Thank you. Before we look ahead, most of this we want to talk about 2015, but let's look back last year. 5-5, tied for a City League title. Beat Clay for the first time in about 5 years to win the Oil Barrel Trophy. How special was last year in your first season?
Last year was phenomenal. The senior class really bought in, and they did a tremendous job. The leadership asserted itself from early on, and I couldn't have been any more pleased in my first season. You know, it was a good starting point for us, and we're certainly looking to build off the successes of last year. Let's
talk about the schedule.
Certainly.
Start off with 2 games at home against NLL schools with Northview and then Maumee, and then week 3 you go to Oregon to take on Clay to try to keep the Oil Barrel for a second year in a row. 2 more non-conference games at Ecorse in Michigan, at Sydney, and then on October 2nd you finally start the City League slate with a home game against the Start Spartans. Non-league wise, what are you looking at?
It's a really balanced schedule. It's going to be competitive football early on. Northview, it was a 13-13 tie on that Friday night that it was postponed with lightning. We came back and I felt like we could have done a better job controlling the line of scrimmage, and they gave us a lot of fits in that second day. So it left us with a bitter taste in our mouths. We would have liked to continue to play on Friday, but we're gearing up for that. That's going to be a great home opener for us. We got a lot of respect for that program over in Sylvania, so we'll be ready for them. We'll be prepared for football on the 28th of August.
Talking about the City League schedule, you got 3 home games, 2 road games. The road games at Rogers and at Scott. 3-way tie for the title last year between Bowser, you guys, and Scott. Do you think it's going to shake out kind of the same way? I know you're excited about your team, but I'm sure the other guys are as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the City League really the past 2 seasons has been incredibly balanced. It's a very competitive league for us. Start has a lot returning with their quarterback and tailback. Stephon Watson is one heck of a tailback. We got a lot of respect for him over at Waite. And Scott obviously beat us last year, and we're looking forward to that game as well.
You missed your quarterback from last year. Jeremy Pratt was a big piece of your team. Now you're going to put it in the hands of the junior left-hander Ronnie here. And Ronnie, what have you learned about the quarterback position since the end of last year? You're not just going to be playing defense. How are you going to approach being quarterback this season?
I just need to be focused more and dedicated more to my team and make sure we learn the plays and get everything focused and ready to go.
Coach, he's a tall guy. I've seen him throw in one of the 7-on-7s you guys had recently. What are you expecting out of him? As a junior, kind of being thrown in the fire for the first time.
Well, Ronnie has a multitude of talents for us. I mean, he's a very balanced pocket passer, and he can get outside the pocket, which we like as well. Last year he did a great job spelling Jeremy from play here, play there. I think he threw a 60-yard touchdown pass week 10 last year to Jeremy. So, you know, we were pleased with Ronnie's growth last year. He's done a good job so far earlier in the summer. And we really feel like we're going to do a lot of the same things we did offensively as last year with utilizing Ronnie's legs in the run game, but we've been very pleased the way he's been spreading the field as well with his arm.
Defensively, he'll be at one of the cornerback positions. What are you expecting from defense this coming season?
Well, defensively, we're going to change things up a bit. We're going to be running a 30 stack this year. We're excited to get more speed onto the field. Ronnie's returning in the secondary, so he'll be playing on both sides of the football. We're excited about that. We got a lot returning. Eduardo Jackson, Anthony Ashford on defense. Calvin Downer does a lot for us as well. And then up front, we got big Mark Boone. Tavion Cummings was a freshman that had 8.5 sacks. So we got a lot coming back on defense, and I think we'll be more balanced with a lot more speed on the field on that side of the football.
Ronnie, I got to ask you about Coach Chipka and his coaching staff. What are some of the things they preach to you on a daily basis, and how have you been able to learn from them and become better football players and better people off the field?
They talk about attitude, effort, and enthusiasm, and that helps me on and off the field by making sure I get my work done and make sure I stay focused in and out the class and make sure I don't get out of trouble.
First day of true practice, August 1st, and about a week before that, Saturday, July 25th, you got the Purple and Gold Day out at the school. What's that all about?
The whole idea behind Purple and Gold Day is to make it as festive as possible. So we're going to be bringing the ETJFL, and they're going to be having a 7-on-7 tournament throughout the day. The big man, the youngsters are going to be competing in a big man competition. Dr. Durant's going to come out and award the trophies for both the 7-on-7 and the big men. So it's going to be a festive day, and then it's going to culminate with a chicken barbecue at 6 o'clock, and then we're going to take the field for an open practice, open to the community. We're going to raffle off some money, and it's really just going to be a good day.
Good football, good food, hopefully some good weather. Sounds like a good time.
Absolutely.
Ronnie Sanders, Coach Dan Chipka from the Waite Indians, thanks for joining us. Best of luck in 2015.
Thank you.
Looking forward to another great season of City League football. Can this team, the Waite Indians, contend for a title? We'll find out coming August 28th.
Be sure to watch Sports Nightly weeknights at 10:30 on BCSN and follow us on Twitter at sports_nightly.